What if I told you that Luo Feng's leap to World Master was so terrifying that even Immortals felt uneasy? What if I told you his three bodies at this level didn't just rival other World Masters, they shattered the limits of the rank itself? Stay tuned, because today we're breaking down Luo Feng's real strength at World Master level. And trust me, you'll never look at Swallowed Star the same way again. Luo Feng's path had already been unbelievable. From Earthling genius to Domain Lord, then rising to one of the virtual universe company's greatest hopes. But the step into World Master is no ordinary evolution. For most warriors, it's a brutal bottleneck, often requiring hundreds of thousands of years. Yet Luo Feng, he blazed through it. And when he did, the universe itself seemed to tremble. Why? Because Luo Feng's three bodies, the Earthling, the Golden Horned Beast, and the Mosha clone, didn't just advance, they each brought a unique, monstrous power to the table. Let's start with the weakest body, though calling it weak is an insult. At World Master level, Luo Feng's Earthling body had perfected not only its divine power, but also wielded terrifying secret techniques. His spiritual force skyrocketed, surpassing most World Masters instantly. Armed with the Blood Shadow Blade and the insights from the Heavenly Bridge, his sword techniques alone could rival peak geniuses. What made this body dangerous was not raw strength, but its balance, mental power, weapon mastery, and strategy. This was the Luo Feng that Immortals couldn't underestimate. Now the Golden Horned Beast is where things get crazy. Already a nightmare at Domain Lord, once it stepped into World Master, its divine body density and regeneration speed became absurd. Each claw strike carried the weight of mountains, while its raw energy reserves dwarfed ordinary World Masters. Imagine a beast so massive that fleets tremble at its shadow, yet it now had the intelligence of Luo Feng. This was no mindless monster. This was Luo Feng's ultimate war machine. At full strength, the Golden Horned Beast body could stand toe-to-toe with even immortal warriors, forcing them to acknowledge a mere World Master. And then, the Mosha clone, the most mysterious, the most terrifying, and at World Master level, the most unstoppable. The Mosha body was pure speed, assassination, and flexibility. While the Earthling body brought techniques and the Golden Horned Beast brought brute force, the Mosha clone was lethal precision incarnate. At World Master level, its control of space, shadows, and laws turned it into a nightmare assassin that could even slay opponents far above its rank. It's no exaggeration to say that Luo Feng's Mosha clone at World Master rivaled what many peak geniuses only dreamed of achieving. The fusion of three individually, each body was terrifying. But together, that's where Luo Feng became legendary. Through his internal world core, Luo Feng kept all three bodies connected, allowing him to deploy them in perfect synergy. Other geniuses might struggle to control even one path of power. Luo Feng controlled three simultaneously. It's why, at World Master, he wasn't just another genius. He was already a force comparable to a peak-level universe prodigy, the kind of monster that shapes history. Why Luo Feng at World Master is different. Here's the real kicker. Most World Masters are capped by their own resources and talent. They advance, yes, but slowly, limited by divine power growth. Luo Feng, with his three bodies, his internal world, and the virtual universe company's endless resources, he was destined to grow exponentially faster than anyone else. That's why figures like Zhen Yun were stunned. Luo Feng didn't just become a world master, he became a world master who could already challenge beings above his station. He was no longer the genius climbing the ranks. He was the storm, the blade, the inevitable force that even immortals would have to reckon with. And this is just Luo Feng's starting point as a world master. From here, his path leads toward immortality, cosmic domination, and battles that shake entire galaxies. So here's the question. If Luo Feng at World Master already terrifies immortals, what happens when he takes the next step? Stay tuned, because the rise of Luo Feng has only just begun. If you love this breakdown of Luo Feng's World Master power, hit that like button, subscribe for more Swallowed Star explained content, and drop a comment. Which of Luo Feng's three bodies do you think is the strongest at World Master level? I'll see you in the next video.